My name's Jim Moran, and thanks very much for joining us for Deming's 8-point Drive Out Fear. You can reach me at jim@simplifyiso.com, or over here on our website, you'll notice this handy contact button. One of the things that he recommends for improving performance is to drive out fear. No surprise there. Question is, how do you do it? He had 4 ideas, 4 areas you can work on to drive out fear. The first one is to stop reprimanding for errors. Question I love to ask is, would you spank a 12-month-old baby if they were learning to walk and they fell down? No, of course not. You'd encourage them. You'd make sure there was nothing in their way that they were tripping on. In the case of employees, you need to ask, how did this person get put in this position and not be able to do the work correctly? How did someone who's not competent get placed in this position? Look for barriers to performance, like we talked about in another video. Ask the question, could we have anticipated this through a better risk analysis? I'd ask another question, what is the weakness in our system that allowed this to happen? A second idea he had was to replace production goals with statistical process control charts. The idea of replacing production goals with control charts is to get away from the idea of people trying to make the production happen at all costs. So take a look at some statistical process control information online. See if there's a way you could apply it to your organization and remove production goals just in case setting the goal is changing behaviors in a way that you don't like. Definitely would be implanting fear in people, the fear of missing the goal. Then, of course, you end up having people doing things you don't want them to do in order to hit the goal. Worst case scenario would be to have your folks creating data that made it look like you hit the goals and you really didn't. The third point he made in driving out fear was to seek employee input. If employees know that their voice will be heard, they'll be more willing to help improve processes. They'll be more willing to share their expertise with the company in order to make things better. And once you have some feedback from employees, then you can rank them. Same way you ranked your risk priorities, you can rank improvement priorities. Finally, Deming's 4th idea on driving out fear was to make sure you use the employee's expertise to improve processes. When it's their process and their idea, they'll be much more willing to try to make it work. In a number of training classes, I've asked the question, what's the difference between variety and change? We know the famous saying, variety is the spice of life. We also know that a lot of people aren't really keen on change. The only thing that I've been able to figure out is that if I decide it's going to be different, I call it variety. If you decide it's going to be different for me, I call it change. I'll do everything I can to convince you that your way won't work. And if you don't listen to me, I will show you every day that your way just simply won't work. So when you involve employees with process change, it's their way, it's their idea, and they will make it work no matter what. Thanks very much for taking a look, and if you'd like to see if our platform can help your organization drive out fear, come on over here to this nice big button, schedule a demo. And I'd be happy to spend 10 or 15 minutes with you to see if you like the look of it, to see if it feels like a fit. And if you'd like to see how some of our clients have benefited from the platform, have a look at this tab here called Is This You? Shows a few of the things that people have been able to take out of their systems by using the platform. Thanks very much, and be sure to join us next time for Improvement Through Integration. Bye for now.